Sorry about that. Locked you out. I was just fascinated to see what the little cloud of steam was coming from that van, but...
Ah. What's it say up front of it? I don't know what it is.
The Cleaning Academy. I wonder.
Oh, God.
Ah. But it looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good morning, and how are we?
Not bad, not bad.
Have we done any reflection from yesterday? Or you've even marked this one?
Sure.
To help the helpless old man. Splendid. Let's have a look. So...
Today's plan.
Okie dokie. Cool. So... Traffic signals and crossings. Absolutely certainly. Maybe one or two things that we had from yesterday's list as well that we could maybe add in. Busy roundabout. You've written it there. Do it. Busy roundabouts. Okay, so you've read the stuff. So we'll check the quiz in a second. So it was the faster roundabouts, wasn't it? Because we've done the quieter ones.
Normal ones.
How do you think it would work then if we did? Because we can get from here. We don't have to go along the motorway now, do we? We can get from here across to those busier roundabouts. Maybe sort those out till you're happy with them. And then from there, if we could work our way across towards Pontefract, we're going to have to go through a lot of traffic lights and pedestrian signals. So if we did that in two separate bits, do you think that would make sense? Then once we're at Pontefract, there's more pedestrian crossings across there, so that might work as a plan as well. So if we did busier roundabouts, till you're happy with them, then do a section on traffic signals and signs, and use the run over to Pontefract to do that, and then perhaps do pedestrian crossings when we get there, because that might work out. That might be more logical. Also, we can then perhaps go further across to Nottingley, where there's level crossings that we can use, so we get like the full set. Yeah. With a bit of luck, be sort of lunchtime. We might meet some lollipop ladies, that kind of stuff. Does that sound like a plan? Yeah. Excellent. I'll put that there. Let's have a look at our quiz. So how did you feel yesterday went?
All right. Yeah.
Good. You feel happier we've ticked those invisible targets.
Yeah.
The ones inside. Brilliant. Good stuff. I should just turn the way you put the orange piece of paper. That would be the hell, wouldn't it? So correct sequence. Yep. Good. Good. So crossroads at which the traffic lights are out of order should be treated as. What do you reckon?
I can't remember what word.
So so if you came up to a crossroads and there was traffic lights there and they weren't working,
it should be treated like a normal crossroad, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I can't remember what word. To put in.
Unmarked is the word that we're looking for, but you would just. Well, what would you do? So if you're coming up,
watch where everybody else is going.
Yeah. Who dares wins. It's good. That's exactly right. Excellent. Good. Yep. Cool. Now that one, that's interesting, isn't it? Question 4. So traffic turning right may proceed, but if you were there going right and there was somebody in front of you that was waiting, perhaps.
Yeah.
What would you do there?
You'd just sit and wait, wouldn't you, when you're before?
Excellent. Good. Excellent. Good. That's an interesting one. Minimum gap between you and the vehicle in front. When you're looking in traffic queues, you've been a passenger in a car, haven't you, loads of times when that's happening. How much gap do people leave, do you think?
They don't normally leave it right there.
About that much, isn't it? I like the way that I like to think of it is I want to allow myself enough room so that if he broke down, I can get past him dead easy, without having to reverse back, having to go around. And there's a phrase we use, tyres and tarmac. So you can see a bit of tarmac in between you and both his back tyres. Yeah. Then you've always got room to get back out. Cool. Now this one, you see somebody press the button at the pedestrian crossing and the lights change to red quickly. If the lights have just changed to green, that's right. But if they hadn't just changed to green, any idea how quickly they change? You think of it when you're a pedestrian. Sometimes you press the button and you get the green man straight away. Yeah. Sometimes you've got to wait a while. Well, if the lights have been on green and gone back to red, you'll have to wait a while. If the traffic lights have been on green a while, the pedestrian crossing is not being used. When you press the button, it'll probably change quite quickly. Yeah. So as you're approaching that situation and you have a look at it, if you see somebody, I'll ask you the question: what are you looking for as you're coming up to that sort of pedestrian crossing?
Probably looking at them to see if they're going to just chance it anyway and walk out, because some people just don't wait for it to
Well, that's right. That's right.
So
you'll see as we come to do town and city centre driving when we get up into Pontefract on days like today, which is market day. People have got their mind on other things, and they're not necessarily paying attention to what they should be. So it's good. Yep. Good. Excellent. Good answers. So, do you want to drive from here? Because obviously to get from here to the busier roundabout end, we've got to go through some busier junctions. Are you happy to do that? Do you want me to drive you there? Or?
I'd rather you drive you there because
Okay.
I don't like this coming out of here.
It's-
because there's cars there and there. And even when my boyfriend does it, it scares me. So,
It's tough. There's nothing
horrible.
wrong with that. When the sun is, in the winter time, when the sun's this low in the sky,
God, yeah, it does.
at least the road's starting to dry out a little bit now, but what can you do to counteract that, do you think?
Move my chair up.
There you go.
Oh dear. Oh dear, I feel like sat practically on steering wheel today. There we go.
So to counteract that a little bit, you can move the seat back a teeny bit, but again, also making sure that you can still reach the pedals. Just get yourself so you're comfy,
Yeah.
so it all feels right.
Yeah.
You can also adjust the steering up and down if you feel
Oh,
the
no,
need.
we're alright.
Okay, cool. So just to recap, what we're going to do is we're going to go down the bottom here, have a play on these faster moving roundabouts for a bit until we feel comfy with that. It'll tie in with what we were doing yesterday as well.
Yeah.
And then once you're happy with all of that, we'll move on to traffic lights. I've got my 1970s sunglasses, but I'm not so fond of wearing them. It's just only in an emergency.
Yeah. Only when it's completely blind you can't see anything. Right, so we...
When you're ready, off you jolly well go.
Oh, joy.
It's good, like the way they positioned nice and early, so there was no need to signal really, was there? You'd already let people know what you were up to. Yeah, well done. Get a little bit of respite as you turn away from it. So, roundabout ahead,
Yeah.
we'll take the road to the left, please.
Okay.
We've got a nice little loop that we can practice on here, haven't we?
Yeah, there is, yeah. They're all interlinked.
It's obviously a help if other road users signal properly,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
No.
But there's not a lot you can do about that. What we'll do when we get to the roundabout at the top is if we can take the road to the right, and then we'll go up round the other roundabout
Yeah,
back
and
down.
down.
So how much can you see from back here?
Quite a bit, because you can sort of see down there and you can see there's just a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
You can't see where bushes are.
But you can get a little bit of a view down the road to the right, so you can maybe pick out where there's some gaps, get a little bit of an idea. So we'll go to the right.
Is there lanes on this one? Or is it the...
There is. just a little quick with our feet.
Have I lost it?
You have.
Yeah. Can never tell because I can't hear it.
It's very quiet. So sometimes you can get the early view, sometimes you can't. There was just so much traffic you were never faced with a choice but stopping, really.
Yeah.
How did that one work out?
Not too bad.
Too bad. Well, don't worry about the stall, that's something we can work on. Just feet were just a bit quick. So sometimes difficult to hear. What can you do to help yourself with that, do you think?
Just try and take it a little bit slower rather than.
Possibly. Give it a bit more gas so you can, yeah, as well, might help. So should we go all the way around back down this road?
Yeah.
Again, you're getting a nice early view, so give you the chance to plan perhaps. Again, you helped if people indicate, but
Yeah,
if
well,
they
I'm
don't,
not sure where
there's-
you were going, so.
as well, he was tucked over to the right, so he could have been coming around. Anything you might have been able to do different coming up to the roundabout, do you think, that might have helped you there?
Not sure.
If I was in the same situation, what I might be inclined to do is, as I see him coming, I'm going to try and maybe time my approach so that I don't arrive there at the same time as him.
Yeah.
So even if he does get it wrong, I'm still keeping myself out of harm's way, if you like.
Yeah.
So it's only a microscopic adjustment, but if you took 1 mile an hour off earlier, he'd be gone by the time you got
Yeah.
there. So you take him out of the equation. Left at the roundabout, please. Nice approach. How did that one work out for you?
That was better.
Okay. So coming in, we're tucked in nice, you've got the speed right, you're in the right gear. I would perhaps think about adding the extra mirror check to this side.
Okay.
Again, just protecting yourself, just in case. If you're going left, make that the last look. If you're going right, maybe make that one the last look.
Right.
All the way around the back of this road?
Yeah.
What's the speed limit here?
50, I think.
It is.
Do we have to?
Can you do 50 safely? Yeah.
Down here, probably, yeah.
Off you go. Yeah, well done. Nice smooth gear change. So right from back here, start thinking about giving yourselves an opportunity to keep the car moving by adjusting on the way in and doing what you feel is necessary. So it changes the whole context, and when you're carrying that extra speed,
Yeah.
you've got to make your decisions a bit quicker. So how was that one? Anything you might change about it? Do you think anything you might do different?
Maybe go down again.
Possibly. Possibly. So again, we'll go. How about we go up and down this loop and just get used to that. See if we can build in that gear change a bit to it. I mean, you might not change gear, but it's all you always kind of consider it.
Yeah.
So all the way around back down this road. Tell me what you're thinking as you come into this one.
Thinking I can see quite a bit.
You got to think about which gear we need.
Oh, yes.
manual, so you just got to kind of work at it for yourself. Just a little quick. Remember, so this time, before we go, make sure you can hear the engine rev.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make up your mind, people. Come on.
There's not a lot you can do if they're not going to signal. It's frustrating, but there you go. And then you've got a margin for error then, because we all make errors. Yes, please. So if we do another loop, what will we try and do different this time? And would you like any help from me?
Not sure.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I might have done different if I was coming up now. You know, when the Mini was coming from the right.
Yeah.
The same thing we talked about before. I'd maybe just notch a bit of speed off,
Yeah.
let him get out of the way. Or sometimes I might even think of picking a bit of speed up so that I didn't arrive at the same time as him. So that's the beauty of roundabouts. They kind of give you that.
Yeah.
They give you that facility. Try that a couple more times, and shall I just prompt you if it looks like you need help, or
Yeah.
you can also shout up if you feel the need. So again, if we go all the way around this one, see if you can think of it in terms of not arriving there at the same time as everybody else.
Right.
So think about the speed and then about the gear. Which gear do you think is going to be right?
Should have probably gone to second one then.
Possibly. Nothing wrong with the way you've done it. But it is an option. So that's the thing. There's no hard and fast rule. You're considering it as you're coming in. You get your speed to match the situation, and then you think, well, okay, what gear do I need for that speed?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's an overlap. You know, sort of at 15 miles an hour, you can use second or third.
Yeah. Am I still indicating?
There you go. So again, if we think about going all the way around and back down this road, start thinking about it from back here. Where are the gaps?
Yeah.
What's the car telling you? Excellent, well done. So there's a couple of cars coming up, and then there's a gap behind, so try and arrive at the same time as the gap. Take a little bit more speed off here. Where's the white wagon going? Can we go in front of him or behind him?
Probably behind him.
Okay, so take a bit more speed off here, and then just let it trundle, and you should be able to roll in just behind him. So by timing on approach, you've made much less work for yourself when you get here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Boy, that sun's fierce, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you want to try that on your own now?
Yeah, we'll give it a go. Stupid indicators.
You get used to them eventually.
What way around?
Yes, please, yeah. So once you've got the speed, think about the gear. Excellent, well done. How was that?
A lot better. We didn't actually quite stop, but we were slow enough to just.
You did enough to give yourself the opportunity to keep going. You weren't helped by the black car looking like he was turning left and then
No,
changing
that's
his
what I
mind.
thought. I thought, where's he going?
So all you can do is kind of second guess, which is what you did. You allowed for it. It takes a little bit of practice to get the, because you've got a lot to take into account,
Yeah.
and of course you're travelling at a higher speed,
Yeah.
so it gives you less time to think.
Which is scary.
Well, it is until you get used to it. We're always trying. This is why I love roundabouts, because they give you the option of not having to stop.
Yeah.
So again, all the way round and back down this road. Want to go on your own this time?
We'll give it a go.
Brilliant. That was that one. Okay.
That was easy because there was less traffic.
Yes, but it's you're adjusting on the way. Is there anything you might do different? Do you think that might have helped you?
Probably go down again.
Yeah. So let's try that again. This time, think about what you just said, and we'll see if that improves things for you. Again, all the way around. Is that the right gear for this speed?
Probably could do it first.
Second's okay, but we're travelling a little quick for second when you took the gear, but
Right.
you've left the clutch down, which has kept us safe. So we need to be thinking about adjust the speed and then think about which gear is right for that speed.
Right.
So I think it sometimes helps me when I'm doing, practicing planning and stuff, to think about just braking once and changing gear once.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would help you, but we can try and see. So I use the brake to slow to the speed that I want to be at, and then select the gear that I'm going to use at that speed. So I get all the way around and back then. So speed first, then the gear. So clutch back up. We're getting the timing nice now.
Yeah.
We'll pop into the lay by, we'll have a little review. And relax. How's that working for you?
Well, it's scary.
Okay.
It's going so fast. Getting used to pulling out and going round in that.
Yeah, it's working
The
quite
last
well,
bit that scares me when you're pulling off, you know, when you change over lane and you're going to pull off, that scares me. I kind of think like I'm all over the place.
Well, it's.
So.
I think if you'd like me to tell you what I've observed there, what I think might help you, where like you're coming in lovely, you're managing your approach, you're seeing what's happening, you've got your timing down, which is, to be honest, the hardest bit.
Yeah.
And then we're forgetting about the gear. I can see you think about it, and sometimes you've selected it, but then you leave the clutch down. We let the momentum of the car carry us into the roundabout, and then you're thinking about the gear again when we should be thinking about coming off.
Right.
So if we can maybe think about that gear and sort it out a little earlier, then when it comes time to coming off the roundabout, there's only one thing to think about rather than the other bits and pieces, if that makes sense. But that is the point where you're actually vulnerable to people doing stupid things around you. But you do have some, you know, if you come around the roundabout, you're in the right hand lane, you've gone past the exit before yours, and you're about to come off. We're checking around to see if there's anybody obviously overtaking us on this. If they were doing that, what would you do?
Just keep going round.
Yeah, that's all you can do, isn't it? Not the signal off and just go around.
Again.
So you're always protecting yourself. And again, as you've seen, people don't do the right things. People don't position properly, and they don't indicate properly. So you're sometimes having to second guess. The way that I like to plan is, I said that brake once, change gear once, but sometimes I change my mind because somebody does something different. But what I'm always thinking about is my approach should allow me to come to a stop smoothly and dead slick, and just drop it in there first if I need to. But at any point on that last run in, I can change my mind and think, no, I'm going to be able to keep going here at whatever speed that is. I'll then take the gear for that speed and have that sorted out before I get there. So, I mean, there's a little routine that we can use. I don't like to work on routines and reference points and stuff, but as you're coming into the roundabout, tell me what you're thinking about.
Thinking, coming down there, like we got to this one, and can I get in anywhere? And then I'm thinking, right, need to adjust speed because I'm going too fast. I'm going to keep going right home straight out. So
do you think you've got that right, your speed on approach?
Yeah, I think it could do with being slower. Until I get nearer to end, but obviously coming down because I sort of brake all at once rather than...
Well, it feels quite smooth at this end, so I don't think there's too much of an issue there, other than the speed that you're not used to yet. Okay, so then what happens?
Then I keep thinking, can I go yet? Or I'm going to have to stop. And then as minis come past and I have to think, I have to stop now.
So what do you think might help you? What do you... on the run in there, if anything?
I think it's just the gears because I just forget about it and then I'm not
Nobody's
sure
perfect,
which gear I should be in.
Okay.
When I go round a roundabout, what's the best one to be in?
Depends on the speed, doesn't it? So if what we can do is, so let's just say you were approaching there and you look down and the speed was 20. Which gear do you think might be better there?
Second.
Maybe. Third, possibly. So you're kind of on the in between. If you were doing 10 mile an hour, which gear do you think would be right?
First.
Probably second.
Second.
Yeah. First we use from, it's very
Starting
low
off.
gear. Yeah, more or less. It's only if you've come to a stop that or you're travelling really, really slowly you'll use first. Because we're going to try and use the momentum of the car to carry us through. So as a rough guide, and it is only just a rough guide, if I'm down...
Probably about third.
20, 25, or below 25 to maybe 15, I'd use second. Third rather, sorry. Below that, probably second. But it's different in each case. But if you could allow yourself a bit more time to think about that, do you think that would help? How can you give yourself a bit more time?
Slow down a bit
Take
sooner.
a teeny bit more. You only need to take a couple of mile an hour off, and it gives you a bit more time. So that's mirror, signal, position, speed, gear is the routine we talk about. It doesn't matter how you see that in your head if you're giving yourself time to do it. But it is, of course, the first time you've done it at this kind of speed, so things probably feel like they're happening awfully fast. If you get that feeling, just take a bit extra speed off. We can always put a bit of speed on later when you get used to it. So, should we try that again, up and down a couple of loops? Okay. You want to just have a bash of that on your own? Do you want some help from me?
I'll have a go on my own. But
Brilliant.
how do I get out of here? Do I just do it like normal?
Right, so
This is a bit complicated.
it's different, isn't it? So this time we're coming out and the giveaway line is alongside us and the road narrows. So what you've got to do is either find a gap in the traffic or find a place where there's no traffic and you've got to kind of slingshot yourself.
And that turn at the same time to get out.
Well, you're just gently coming
side,
out this time.
Side by side. Oh yeah. Okay. We'll give it a go.
Fine. Do you want any help from me on that, or are you happy to have a go on your
shan't
own?
stop if you see someone coming.
I'll do just that. But of course you get a nice clear view up the road behind you, don't you? So you can kind of plot your way out. Oh, that's made life a little easier for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, hasn't it?
So there's the black car coming, are we going before him or after him? What do you think?
We'll go after it, we'll just sit and wait.
Okay. So again, there's a red car behind him. Just ease off a little bit now. Let the black car come up. Now if you start picking the speed up, you should get into that gap. If you're not sure, go behind the red car.
No, I'll go behind the red car.
Okay, cool. So you can see you're coming out at quite a shallow angle.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same as you do on a slip road for a dual carriageway.
Yeah.
So, all the way around, back down this road. So take a little bit more speed off. Give yourself time. So the clutch comes back up. And then you can just use the momentum of the car.
So can you actually use a brake without pressing the clutch down?
You can.
Will it not damage the car?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, I always think it does.
I mean, obviously once you got really slow, you'd have to do that. But to be honest, you're approaching there in fifth gear. You could probably take the car down to 10 mile an hour, maybe even less in fifth gear. It's not going to harm it if you try to, drive from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at that speed. It would hurt it, but
Yeah, but it usually winds when it wants you to change, doesn't it? So.
yeah, it does. But in a situation where you're slowing down like this, you can just stay in the gear you're in, get to the speed you want to be, and then select the gear for the speed. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, won't harm the car running with the clutch up and the brake on.
Not way around.
Yes, please. Over to you. You can take the speed off first. Match it to the situation and then think about the gear. So we're going before those cars or after? I would wait there. I got you.
We're gone.
No, you caught it.
I'm still gone. Right.
Think about which gear you need. Nope, first the right gear, yeah.
I don't even know where he's going.
Well, it's hard to tell when he's not indicating. Just a little quick. So, handbrake neutral. Deep breath. And then a little bit of extra gas before we get ready to go. When you get the gap, of course. Back into gear.
That helps.
Excellent. Well done. So another loop. We've done the practice with that. Just takes time to get used to the extra speed and you've got lots to think about. So another loop. So like a bit of guidance from me this time, or?
Yeah, well.
Okay. Can't hurt. Well, if it does, you can tell me. So what I'll do is I'll give you a prompt on each aspect of the system that we need to think about. So we're going to go all the way around. turn signal. Position. Now think about the speed. So take a little bit more off. Just kill a little bit more speed here. Now you're starting to get a view. Once you're comfortable with the speed, you can carry that speed into the gear, which is probably third. Clutch up.
I always forget.
Then it's in one smooth line. So what you're doing in effect is you're giving yourself loads of time to do it.
Yeah.
Time and space is what we need in driving. Time to do it, space to do it in. If you've got the space, you've got the time. If you've got the time, you've got the space. That makes sense. So by having that sort of, everybody has a different system. MSM, PSL or MSPSG, it doesn't really matter as long as you've got a systematic approach that'll help you to deal with most things. It's the thing we touched on it in lesson 6, that the hazard drill,
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call it. So do you want to try that again up here? Again, do you want me to help or do you
Yeah.
want to... Okay. Again, got our eyes on the roundabout already. We're starting to get a bit of an idea. Look along the road, is there much traffic coming?
Not really.
Okay. So that might give you an idea. Green wagon, it's probably coming our way. You're just constantly scanning. So again, then we apply the routine. We're going all the way around, so we're a signal. You've got your position right. Now think about the speed. Obviously you're uphill here. So just let it ease down gently. We're not slowing down too much. Plot your route through. Once you've found a gap, adjust final adjustment of the speed and then think about the gear. So what do we think here? Can we go?
Probably not. It's quite big. Oh, yeah, okay.
You can.
You don't like doing that, does it?
It doesn't. We could have done with it. The third would have been the right gear. We're just
Right.
we're a gear too high. It's not too big a deal. So how was that?
It was alright, not as good as the one down here.
No, we're making the decision a little late
Right.
whether you can go or not. So once you make that decision, you've got to commit to it. So you said you didn't think you could go. We still drifted a little. So if you
Yeah.
don't think you're going to go, stop.
Yeah.
But what you're doing is you're kind of getting caught in that half. Like, should I, shouldn't I? Well, have another go. Just ain't in the wrinkles out. Again, all the way around, back down this road. Got the first bit's great. We're a single position. Think about speed here. Clutch up.
I always forget.
How was that?
Well,
Good, good, good.
good.
So, all the way around and back down. Want help this time, or do you want to try it on your own, but maybe just a prompt if it feels necessary?
Yeah, we do it like that.
Brilliant. Over to you then. Can we go?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
A lot more control.
What do you think the difference was?
Because I knew what I was doing to do.
Well, there was traffic there, wasn't there? There were still
Yeah.
things to think about and stuff, but take the left hand in
early-ish. So,
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
which will probably, I mean, again, what you're defending your position.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're tempting them.
You're giving them a space to get past.
You are. I mean, not really, but they'll still try.
Yeah.
So again, you're almost, as soon as you pass that bit, kind of defend your position.
Yeah.
We'll try another loop. See how that works. We'll round this one, round the top one, back to the lay-by and have a review.
Yeah.
Shall I leave you just to crack on with it yourself this time?
Yeah, we'll have a
Brilliant. That's what we're like to hear. How did that one work?
Better remember not to put clutch down this time.
Yeah, it's good. So you're coming in then in the ready to go position,
Yeah.
so that if you do find a gap, you can slingshot yourself into it. Look good from this side. How did it feel at your side?
More controlled.
Excellent. How does that feel on the worry end of things?
Bit better.
Excellent. It just takes time to get used to it, because you've got to make a lot of decisions in a shorter space of time.
Should just drive everywhere at 20 mile an hour, it'll be alright.
Driving first gear, a little red man at the front with a red flag.
Yeah.
That used to work. So all the way around, back down this road. Now then, have a look in the mirror. Just ease the speed off here and tuck yourself into the left. Just give the clutch up though. So once he's past, then we can carry on. So you can go now. Think about the gear you need. Always assume they're going to somebody that you know. Again, I'll leave this bit to you. Yeah, go on. Now, if you'd been stopped there, you wouldn't have had time to go.
Yeah.
But because you had the momentum, you can slingshot yourself through, as you can see. You'd have been okay stopping there, but I just thought we could a nice little learning experience there. That's excellent. Well done.
So is that better?
Oh, much better. You've protected your position.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, should we go down the roundabout, come around and go the other lay-by, because it's a bit
Yeah.
different.
What did I do that for? That put it in second.
No, no, you're right. You should have trusted yourself the first time. So how did that feel?
Better?
Good, good. So all the way around. We'll pull over on the lay-by at this side. That's good. Well done. Don't face with a choice that time. Think about the gear. Let me first here.
First.
Yeah.
Shit.
Somebody got busy. Yeah, well done. as you came into the roundabout there, you were in a position where you could go, but you were also able to easily stop too when the traffic suddenly became a bit busier. So how did that one work, do you think? Cool. Now we'll find a convenient place to pull over on the left, which is obviously the lay-by. And relax. So how's that working?
Yeah, feel better now.
Feel better? Okay. It's just getting used to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the last couple that we did, anything you might change about that if you did it again?
Getting gear right down at that one when I was stopped and set off.
Yeah. But on the approach, the stuff we're doing there, that works great.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you've stopped, obviously to get going again, you would need first. But that's we'll not worry too much about that. The things that we're working on there. Which was your approach, and then deciding whether to go and stuff, that worked okay. Again, the traffic that was coming from our right all ended up going up this road.
Yeah.
But
none of them signalled.
yeah, and it isn't because it's not just the signal that tells us what they're doing, is it? Sometimes it's the position of the car.
Yeah.
But they looked like they were coming round our way.
All around, yeah.
There's naught you can do about that.
Well, there's no lines on that one for lanes to tell you what lane they're going to be in, and even if they are in the left-hand lane, you still don't know if they're going that way around.
Yeah. So do you think your decision calls on whether to go or not were right there?
Yeah.
I would agree. You can't take a chance because the speed the traffic's travelling.
Yeah.
If you got it wrong, they're gonna, they're into it, and then of course that really is kind of onto you. But even though they've not signalled properly, it's becoming a forgotten art signaling at roundabouts. But it takes no effort to do.
Yeah.
But it's no end of help to people when you do it.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with that now? Do you want to do a bit more work on that, or do you want to?
Try something different.
Okay.
Again, I'm a bit dizzy going round and round and round again.
That's fine. Well, how about we head down towards Featherstone, through that way, and up into Pontefract, and obviously that gives us quite a few traffic lights and some more roundabouts on the way as well, of course. Okay.
Are we driving down, like up that little street? Are we going along the main?
No, if we go all the way down to where
the way
Lynpack is.
Yeah.
And then that gives us all the traffic lights on the way through.
Okay.
If you're happy to do that?
Yep.
What sort of help do you want from me with the traffic lights?
Probably just talk me through it as we go to
Okay.
So
How about I just ask you the questions about what you're doing? Yeah, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Give you loads of help with the first one, and then you can decide what sort of help you want with the second one.
Yeah.
So again, similar routine as before. I'll let you make the decisions.
I'll go after this red one.
Okay, good. Right-hand over as well, just to have done. So we'll go right at the roundabout. It's the third exit. Which gear we need?
There you go.
That's all right. A little bit more gas.
Alright, don't worry, it's fine.
Nope.
I don't mind.
Quick check in case there's another one like him. our way through. Anything you might do different?
Slow down, probably.
Maybe a little. So, what's the car telling you just now? That's it. How does it feel now? Jobs are good.
This is like inclining it well, more
It
than
is.
slow.
It is. It's getting steeper as we go on. As we already know, it's not a good hill climber. Speed limit here.
30.
It is.
Ain't seen any.
How fast are we going?
Just under 25.
Carrying a bit of momentum, it should allow it to carry over. Should. Yeah, just nicely. Again, we'll follow the road ahead of the roundabout. That's good.
Ahead.
Yes, please. Should be okay again because we're carrying a bit of momentum and it's just a short hill. What's the next thing? Tell you?
Traffic lights.
Traffic lights ahead. We'll go left when we get there. Positioning signal just as a normal junction. So we've stopped. That's it. How was that?
Not too bad.
Right. Another set of traffic lights ahead. When we get to these ones, we'll follow the road ahead. So I can see the lights ahead. What colour are they now?
Red.
So maybe they'll change by the time we get there. You never know. Just gone to green. The question now is, will they stay on green until we get through? So if you adjusted your speed, think about the gear you need. Excellent, well done. Again, we're watching about people doing the wrong thing, so they're going to go back to red, so we're up first with the choice. Leave yourself a decent gap between you and him. It isn't necessarily just the tyres and tarmac before, you're also going to get a bit of a view of the lights. So if you get too close, you then can't see the lights. Because we're, what, are we third in the queue here, maybe fourth?
Third, I think.
You could, if you wanted, go handbrake, neutral and relax. Or you can stay ready, because they don't stay on green, on red too long here.
Right.
What do you think they're going to do?
Well, it's signalling, so we know he's going to pull in.
So something to keep an eye on. has to be one of the most ridiculous moves I've ever seen.
Just a bit.
So there's nothing we can do about their behaviour. All we can adjust is ours. So what are we going to do about them?
Same way.
Yeah. Okay. You're probably not going to be faced with a choice, but we've kept ourselves out of potential issues. Can't see the lights for the other direction here, but on a night time you might be able to see when those lights are going to go to red,
Yeah.
which might give you a bit of a guide as to when yours are going to go to green. You just sort of see the reflection of the lights and the cowl and the light on the other side. You might be able to get an idea when they're going to change. Or sometimes they've got pedestrian lights built in. You can see the
Yeah.
green man go out. That gives you another indication. You can see the red man on the path. That probably means we're going to get the green to go, which we did. Off you go when you're ready. That's it. Take a little more time over the gear change. Just hurry in a tad. So, pedestrian lights. Has she pressed the button?
Yes.
Check our mirror, we might need to stop. We're through now. Traffic lights ahead. Temporary temporary roadworks. But we're a long way back in the queue this time, so once you've come to a stop, handbrake neutral and relax. Because when the light changes, you'll have plenty of time to get yourself ready to go, so you can use the time to chill out at this point. How does that feel? Last few lights?
I didn't like the one just before this one. It was alright setting off, it's just that with them all turning at the same time, you've got to watch them yourself.
You do. There's a lot to take into account. But out of all that activity, there's probably only maybe one or two of those cars that are actually going to be able to affect you.
Yeah.
So we kind of focus on those first and then worry about the rest after, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of a lumpy gear change coming away. What do you think caused that?
Just because they're trying to get it done before they turn, sort of thing.
Which is all right. It's just that it's part of gaining experience, isn't it? Realising that you've probably got more time than you think. But that's easy for me to say. I think sometimes the traffic can give you a bit of an indication as to, if the traffic suddenly stops coming the other way, maybe
Yeah,
you're
it's
going to
gonna
get the green
change.
light. Not always, but can be a bit of a guide.
I think it's stopped. Well, we're changing.
Oh, there you go. So you can get yourself in a position where you're ready to go. And just follow the traffic as it moves. Nice and smooth.
Following it straight on.
Yep, follow the road towards Pontefract. Pedestrian lights. Are they going to change, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Nobody about.
So do they only change if somebody's about then?
Yeah, if somebody presses the button. Think about which gear you need.
There we go.
Got it. So looking ahead. There's more lights ahead of you. What are we looking for here, do you think? Obviously, pedestrians, obviously.
If they're slowing down now, they're stopping
Yeah.
in front.
If they look like, it's going to cause you an episode. You can look look on the little box on the side of the road, it doesn't say wait, so nobody's pressed the button. We never assume anything, but you can get a bit of an idea.
It doesn't like this one, does it?
It's not fond of hills.
The thing is, I know when I start driving his car, it's a bit same because it's a smaller engine.
Well, that's the thing with the little engine cars. They're not made for hill climbing. They don't possess a lot of power. Careful now, the 40 doesn't start until the sign. Smack pounds.
Only going, not even going 20 yet, so we're alright.
No, we're doing 40. That's 2,000 revs.
Oh, okay.
Misleading with it being 20, 30, 40, 50. It'd be much better if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can see the difference between the two.
I didn't like this either.
That's it. Ease off the gas. That's it. Well done. So just snatching a little quick.
Didn't like
You were
that.
right, and you're going to change now, but you've got a lot more time. Remember, the momentum of the car will keep it moving.
Yeah.
So, anybody going to cross here?
Don't think so.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, they're pretty invisible.
Yeah, they'll be taking a bit of a chance. So looking ahead, what do you see?
Slowing down.
People parked indiscriminately, they're getting close to the shops. A bit further down, there's a pedestrian crossing. Can you see it in the distance?
Yeah. It's got a
Anybody
flashing
about?
light. Don't think
Belisha
so.
Biggins. It's a great word, that name. Belisha Biggins.
No, there's nobody about.
But again, as you're approaching, you're thinking, well, maybe somebody could run from the park. You can't scan it as much as you possibly can. That's good, well done. Well done. Excellent. Of course, you passed your theory, so you know you're not going to there. So when we get to the traffic lights, we'll take the road to the left, please.
Okay.
A little bit further down.
The road to the left, so it's like a left-hand lane and it takes you to the left.
There is.
Right.
There is. There's no indication beforehand. Sometimes they put a sign up that indicates which lane's which. They don't here, so you're dependent on seeing the paint on the road.
Yeah.
It's okay if you're going left, because that's nearly always going to be the left-hand lane. But sometimes, if you're going ahead, you
Yeah,
may
if
need
it's
the
that
right-hand
lane or
lane.
the middle
Yeah.
one or...
So if you're in a town that you don't know, approach this. If you let the vehicle in front just get ahead of you a little bit, you get an early look at the road. It's an interesting manoeuvre.
Oh, yes. Okay.
As you can see, we've got the light to go. There's us to stop.
Yeah.
So we'll follow the road that's marked leads.
left?
That's the one.
Ooh. I don't know. I was not sure if we could stop there or
Well,
not.
we're very close to it there when it changed.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you think, do I stop, do I go? Normally you're guided by what's behind you. If
Yeah.
there's a vehicle close behind you, go in those circumstances.
I'm not sure if you'll have to stop right in the middle there or if it was like a crossover point, foot rest at lanes.
You can always tell the difference. Sometimes you get that when you turn the corner, you might see the light for the other direction. There's a stop line there, so that,
Yeah.
that indicates where it actually is. We'll follow the road ahead of the next traffic lights. So we possibly could have stopped there, but you were right on it when it changed.
Yeah.
So the amber means, well, obviously it means stop if it's safe to do so.
Yeah.
Think about which gate we need. They've been on green a little bit, might change, so you need to know what's behind you. So they're very close to you, so
Yeah.
if the lights change, you're going to have to carry on. We'll take the next road on the left, please.
It's
That's the
seven.
one. Yep. So clutch all the way up.
Oh, I always forget. They won't go stop, are they?
Oh no. No. People feel bulletproof, I think.
Boys do. And women with pushchairs, I'm sure they think it's a barrier.
Yeah, it's the thing that worries me is that the pushchair goes onto the road.
Road first,
Just like,
yeah.
oh my goodness.
That's the first thing that goes on before they do.
And left at the end of the road, please.
I think I'm gonna.
Good call.
It's a
Yep.
bit of a rollback.
Yeah. Gives you a bit more time then, doesn't it? You've got the car held safely. How was that for a hill start?
Not bad, not bad. So we're gonna watch our way. This time,
Makes it difficult, doesn't it? Because you've got the traffic that's coming this way is almost coming from behind you, isn't it?
yeah.
We'll follow the road ahead. So it's almost a contradiction if you're feeling the need to rush.
Oh dear.
So we need to change gear, don't we? Now take your time with it. That's it. So you've got a lot more time than you think. Okay. And follow the road ahead.
All the way.
Yep, yes please. Up the end you can see there's some traffic lights. We'll go right when we get to the traffic lights. So if you're feeling in a pressured situation, the tendency is to start your things to do it quickly. You need to actually do the opposite.
Yeah.
And take a bit more time. Although that doesn't feel like it's the thing to do. So we'll go right at the end. That's it, clutch all the way up. You're only going to push that back down just before you come to a stop. So we're using the engine braking as well. And think about the gear you need. And we can go once we've got the green. Once we get round the corner, we'll take the left-hand lane and turn left in the lights.
Take left hand lane. All
Yep,
right.
and we'll turn left at these lights. So again, pressurised situation, so take a bit more time. Make sure we get everything nice and smooth. We've got the green, so we can go. A bit more gas. That's it, into neutral, start the engine. Deep breath, into first, and get ready to go. Plenty of gas. That's it, and then off you go, you're ready. So it gives you that little bit of extra cushion. And follow the road ahead. So it's easy to feel pressure because there's a lot of extra traffic around the place,
Yeah.
but there are only a couple of those cars that can actually directly affect you. So we'll take a little bit of a wider position here. Move out a little bit.
Okay, okay.
So what we've done is by tucking in, you've invited them
Allowed
through.
him. Yeah.
reasonably wide road, so if it's only cars coming the other way, you're probably alright. If it's a bus or a wagon, you're probably not. Now we go all the way to the end of the road and then take the road to the left. So hold back a little bit, give them a bit more room.
To right to bottom, if you
Yeah.
want to go.
Think about which gear we need. And off you go when you're ready. So they'd obviously committed there and it
Yeah.
hadn't gone quite right. But we can go here, we have priority. End of the road, we'll take the road to the left, please. Makes it easy when there's no traffic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll take the next road to the left, please. Just after this garage. So where the cars coming in.
What side it should be?
That's the one. So once you've got it straight, drop it down in the second gear. That's it.
Find
Oh,
it
come
then.
on, trundling round in third, it wouldn't have let you climb the hill. At the end of the road, we'll take the road to the left, please.
Ah, I know where I am now, sort of. We want to park there trying to find his brother's new house. We thought it would appear somewhere and it won't. Oh god. Oh dear, I don't like this.
Oh, that's it. You've got the handbrake on. That gives you the time to do what you need to do.
Right, it's up left.
That's the one. Bit more gas. That's it. Just wait for those now. So tricky because we're close to it. You've got it. Clutch down. Okay, into neutral. Start the engine. Deep breath. Nothing done in a hurry.
Try again.
Deep breath. So we're calm first. Plenty of gas. Then find the bite. Keep your observation going. Once you're sure you can go up, then we go. Then we're off. How was that for a hill start?
Horrible, horrible.
It's a beast, isn't it? But how did you manage it?
Not bad, second time round.
It's alright. Yeah. Roundabout ahead. A little bit more room. Roundabout ahead, we'll take the road to the right. That's it, leave yourself a bit more room between you and the curb. So we have priority over them. That's it, well done. Follow the road ahead. A little bit more space. That's it. Once we get round the corner, around the bend, we'll take the first road on the left.
So after the bend.
It is. That's where he's turning.
Yeah.
That's the one. And we'll find a convenient place to pull over on the left. I'll let you decide when. That's good. You could have gone between the junction and that one there, but then there was the other one on the right, so you've chosen a good place to stop. Okay, so how does that feel then?
It's not bad, I didn't like that hill start. That
No,
was horrible.
that's a toughie. It's about as hard as it gets, that one really. I think the key thing is if you've had any issues coming along there, what do you think's caused it?
Just trying to rush.
You do have more time than you think, but that's easy for me to say, and it's not always easy to do. But when you're feeling inclined to hurry things, the thing to remember is like, no, I've got time. But I mean, that's what I'm here for, to help you with that. But it's so it's probably somewhere near cup of tea time, do you think? Do you feel the need? I feel the need. I'm always ready for a cup of tea. So you can have a think while you have the cup of tea what you want to do following that. So we've covered, you know, some traffic lights and pedestrian crossings. Obviously we'll do some more of that. Now that we've covered those, whenever we're doing stuff now, well, and we've done those faster moving roundabouts, you've dealt with everything that you need to be able to drive back to your house.
Yeah.
And from your house to here, so that kind of works. So you've probably seen me drive for the last time until after the test. Yay! So, how do you feel about that? Do you feel more comfortable with the faster roundabouts, with the traffic lights and stuff? What do you want?
Yeah, I do feel more comfortable.
Good.
Although, to be quite honest with you, I did not realise that wasn't the speed dial. I actually thought that was the speed dial. So when I've been thinking, oh, I'm only doing 20, I've probably been doing like 40.
Well, it's
I
only
realised.
it's only today that it's been the. I'm trying to think if they're the other way around in
I think they
James'
might
car.
be.
Yeah, that's what I thought it might be. I thought.
And I think they're the other way around in my mum's as well. So it's like I'm thinking that side was.
Well, it doesn't help that it says 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Because it's 1,000 revs, so it's hundreds of revs, so 10, 100, 20, 100. So it would be better if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but there you go. But you know now.
Yeah.
So, anything else that might tell you the difference between the two?
Little notches in between.
Yeah, that kind of. You've also got kilometres an hour on the inside. It does say that, but it's in tiny, tiny lettering at the bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh well, I've just been breaking the speed limit, right?
You only did it once, and I pulled you when it's through it, so we're safe. So what we'll do is, the office isn't too far from here, so we'll head up there and have a comfort break and put the kettle on.
Yep.
Drive home when you're ready. You can have a think about what you want to do afterwards.
Okie dokie.
Whilst you have a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Okay, didn't like that one.
No. What caused that, do you think?
Not enough revs, I don't think.
Possibly. What else?
And bring the clutch up.
So what will you do different this time?
Bring it up more smoothly.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's not working.
Yep, can't find the bike because...
There is none. Oh. It won't just set off and not even. There we go. Right to end.
Yes, please. It looks like the T-junction, but it's not. It's actually a bend. So how does the car feel there?
Feels nice now. It was whining at me a bit.
So, tricky situation. Again, as with any hazard, adjust the speed, then think about the gear that you might need. Again, quite a tight turning at the end. What gear do you think would be right here?
Probably the lower one.
Okay. The proof of the pudding, of course, is how does it feel when you come to move away again? Kind of tells you you're in the right gear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So keep an eye on the distance from the curb too, though. A little bit more. So don't allow that to force you across.
Yeah. I hate going over train lines. Especially on a bus. Rattle's like, no.
So what does the next sign tell you up on the left?
Keep waiting till oncoming traffic.
That's it. Can't
And
see the
elderly.
oncoming traffic yet, can we?
Not elderly school.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Okay. Set of traffic lights ahead. I'd like you to take the road to the right when we get to those lights. So the lights are on green. So we go to the right.
It's a bit of an odd one. Being on a hill.
It's a tricky one if you have to stop because you've got quite a big hill start too. do is we'll take the second road to the right.
It's not
This one's the first.
This one's the
See where the parked cars are down there? We're going to that one. So, signal. Think about which gear we need. Not a lot you can do to get the right size gap. That's it, in the deep breath. Is he still going to wet?
I think
A
so.
bit more gas. And then off we go. You can see that after the yellow Mini, we turn in there, there's a set of gates at the bottom. We go through those gates.
Oh dear, we are doing it tight up,
Yeah,
isn't
a
it?
little bit narrow, yeah. So you've done the right thing to get the speed down. Then what we'll do is we'll park in the corner. Just park it in straight, that'll be fine. You can't really tell from here, but that this bay is straight. Those
Alright.
ones are on an angle. Stop the engine. Righty ho, we've earned a coffee break.